Hello and welcome to the channel. For those of you who do not know me, I am AnotherPup, but you can call me Pup. And for those of you who do, I recently made a big decision and decided to pull the trigger on becoming a GoTWiC Chronicler. So say hello to a brand new chronicler in the system. I'm hoping to run with this and create a bunch of guides for both new, old, intermediate, and all players really of the Game of Thrones Winter is Coming game. And I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm not going to get too much into guide related activity today. This is more of just kind of an introduction to tell you what I'm going to try to do on the channel and what I'm hoping to accomplish. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to actually get that done, but we're going to give it our best shot. But for now, really just what is GOT, the Game of Thrones Winter is Coming. And in my opinion, it is one of those castle builder games where, you build up a castle, you have all the supporting buildings, walls, rookery, research building, the grain, the resources. It's just your generic builder game, just with a Game of Thrones skin thrown over top of it. Now, I'm still really new to the whole video editing thing, but to the GOT thing, not so much. So if you could maybe leave a comment or letting me know what you think I should make guides on. I think I'm going to start with the absolute basics and kind of work my way from there. But as we're going on, and if you see something or comment on something that I did wrong or got wrong, please let me know and I'll try to correct that in the videos as I move forward. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the first topic, and that is going to be commanders. One of the most important things that you can do, or I label it the most important thing in the game, is to level up and upgrade your commanders, because this is how you attack. This is how you effectively play the game. Now, of course, when talking about commanders, there are 4 different types, each of them pertaining to a certain troop type. You have infantry, cavalry, spearmen, and bowman commanders. In my opinion, it's very important early on in the game to decide which troop type you would like to pick. I have infantry as my personal preference. That's what most of my accounts run under, is the infantry flag. But overall, all the troop types have their own little niche. Taking a look at infantry, these are tier 1 troop type, and each troop type has their own set of stats. Infantry has the lowest attack and the second to slowest speed, but they have the highest health and a decent amount of defense. In my opinion, defense is the most useless stat in the game. I do not really recommend leaning on this whatsoever. Focus attack and health. Next, we've got cavalry, light cavalry. It's got moderate attack, moderate health, and moderate defense, but it is the fastest troop type. Next is spears. It is the same speed as the infantry. So, like I said, second to last, but its attack is higher than the cavalry, health lower. And then you finally have bows with the highest attack, kind of middle of the road to low health, I believe. Low health, honestly. And then they are the slowest troop type. They, however, have the highest carrying capacity. So if you're looking to be a farmer and farm only, the bows might be a good way to go for you. I say that because I am slightly biased against bows. Currently, they are quite difficult to attack with. They are just right now best on defense. But then again, all troop types have their place, and all of them can be seen as very good depending on how you build your account. So jumping back to the commander's screen, there's really a few things that I'd like to point out. You're going to have a weapons slot, an advisor's slot. This is relatively new. You have 2 slots per commander that you can give an advisor to. That's quite important. I'll try to link a quick spreadsheet shot of the recommended advisors per commanders. But that might be something for a later video that I do a further breakdown of the advisor system. But currently, for our purposes, we're just going to go over the basics. The next thing you can check out is down here. They've got this commander rankings system. It's rather unique in the sense that they kind of offer you recommendations for certain things, like for what stats each commander has. If you click on city construction, you're going to get commanders like Melisandre, who have building construction speed increases. So take it at face value. It's quite helpful if you use it for the purposes that they give. This here, for example, is Sabrina, and you can only get her during 2 events, the Lord of Lords event and the Best Effort. She's very hard to max out. By max, I mean level 80, 4 stars, gold. But yeah, she offers some pretty good passive buffs after that: the building construction speed, the research speed, and the camp training speed. So there's 2 ways to level up a commander. The first way is going to be their actual level, like putting experience items into this bar and then promoting them. The next thing I'd like to talk about are the stats tab. So if you click on the stats tab, you'll see 2 underlying tabs. The first underlying tab you're going to see here is Army, and these are the stats that are going to apply when attacking somebody in a PvP situation, or when you attack a rebel camp. These are going to be the stats that apply. Each commander comes with 3 core stats and their active ability. The next tab we're going to look at are the guard stats, and these here apply in things like the werewood, or if you're fighting a rebel leader. These are going to be what you want to pay attention to. They're a lot more like, say, your World of Warcraft style of event. You're going to want a tank, a healer, and some damage dealers. They also offer CC skills, and that's crowd control. So you really, if you're struggling in the werewood and you need help, this is where you're going to come to look. All the commanders have very specific different skills that can help you working their way through it. It is rather difficult, but if you read these, they will kind of explain everything to you. For example, and look at Marjorie. Marjorie's phenomenal in places like the werewood. She applies a shield to all lineups, so extremely effective in that event. But that's another thing we can touch more on at a later date. The next tab we're going to look at is the Awakening tab. This is also a very important tab to take a peek at, because this is going to be where your 4-star ability comes into play. Now, when it comes to awakening your commanders, you're going to need several things at several different stages. To get them to 1 star, you're going to need green books of wisdom. That's tier 1 books of wisdom. At 2 stars, you're going to need blue books of wisdom, tier 2. To get to 3 stars, you're going to need these purple books of wisdom. And then to get to 4 stars, you're going to need the gold books of wisdom. Now, each commander has a required number of tokens at 4 different intervals. So once you've used enough of those books of wisdom, you will hit a cap point, and that'll be the point where you can add a star to your commander. The first cap point is 40 tokens. The second cap point is 80 tokens. And the third being 160. I'm sure you could guess the final being 320. Some specific commanders require special tokens. There are 3 different types of tokens. The first tokens are exclusive tokens. Those can only be acquired from converting the medals. So when you get extra commander medals after getting them to gold, you can convert those to tokens. The next one is going to be gold tokens, or epic general tokens. The next kind is going to be the purple tokens, elite general tokens, and then the fourth and final kind are these legendary general tokens. And these are going to be for the very expensive or take a very long time to get commanders. And a lot of people refer to those as F5 or SS class commanders. And those are basically the top of the line, the ones that are they're gonna cost the money. But honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this introductory video. Please stay tuned for next time. I'm gonna try to go into the different synergies that are available in the game, and kind of flesh out the basics of those synergies in our next video. But yeah, until next time, guys, this has been Pup, and it's been wonderful.